Hey guys, before we proceed to the video, I would greatly appreciate if you guys can subscribe and become a member of my Metafy group. The link is in the description below. The guide consists of the new post-rotation 60 as well as the justification behind every single card, as well as the synergy and approach and strategy behind this archetype. So appreciate if you can do that, and let's proceed to the video. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. Today we'll be looking at another updated Blaziken Dragonite list. Of course, previously I've already uploaded a list where it's, somewhat of a go first turn deck because I actually coupled it with the Terra Box engine, and of course the deck is rather tight and maybe a little bit inconsistent as well, and hence I've decided to pivot away and try and come up with a list whereby it's better going second and more consistent as well. Also, in my earlier post-rotation Terra Box Blaziken Dragonite list, the chances of you using Dragonite is not really that often. It's more so a Greninja deck actually. So I've decided to come up with a list whereby you're actually prioritizing Dragonite in most cases. And as you can see on the screen, this is the list that I came up with. I completely removed Greninja, basically because I want to ensure consistency. However, I also do not like the fact that Mega Dragonite EX is a very linear attacker. It's really a very heavy puncher instead of a Pokemon whereby, if you were to go against a single price deck, it's not really that useful. And hence why in the earlier and initial version, I actually included Greninja in the list. However, to ensure consistency, I've removed Greninja entirely and I've decided to include Baby Blaziken. That's where the versatility comes in, and that's where you have certain different attacking powers against single price decks. For example, your Team Rocket Honchkrow deck, or if you were to play against Apple, and things like that. And that's where the Baby Blaziken comes in, right? I've also included the 1/1 Zoroark line. Of course, this is a throwback to my original Blaziken Zoroark Greninja deck. But in this situation, the Zoroark is actually very, very good. As you can see, I do not have a single Darkness Energy card. I do not have Ents Reshiram or Ents Zekrom. And the reason is because the whole reason why you included Darkness Energy cards and Reshiram and Ents Zekrom at that point in time was because you needed Zoroark to be able to attack. In the event he is gusted out as a stall option, right? Whereas in this case, of course, if he is gusted out as a stall option, you don't really need a retreat card. You don't really need switch. Professor Turus has rotated. You don't need jet energy. You can solely rely on Dragonite's ability to pivot him out back. Now, the reason why I wanted to include a 1/1 Zoroark in this list is because the combination of Dragonair and Zoroark from the early to mid to late game board state, it's absolutely insane, right? So if you were to go first, if you can set up a Dragonair, and if you were to be able to puffin out a Zoroark, for example, then turn 2 you can just charge up a Dragonair, search for a Zoroark, and you start drawing, and hopefully you're able to set up your board as soon as possible as well. So I actually feel the 1/1 Zoroark's insane. So the combination actually of Dragonair, Zoroark, and Tatsugiri is absolutely insane. We still keep the original option of using Dragonite's ability to push Tatsugiri forward to search and to attract some customers, right? And the combination of that with Zoroark and Dragonair's ability, evolutionary guidance, if I'm not mistaken, is absolutely insane. And that basically accelerates your deck. That's essentially your engine. You're able to search for any evolution Pokemon via Dragonair, and you're able to draw via Zoroark, and you're able to search for supporters via Tatsugiri. And that's where the Crispin comes in, because the Crispin enables Dragonair early. It also enables Blaziken earlier as well, including Baby Blaziken. And the biggest thing I think about Crispin is that, in instances where Combusken or Blazikens are targeted, and let's say your entire board state of Torchics or Combuskens or Blazikens were to be wiped out, if Dragonair has a Soul Energy card attached to it, all you need is a Crispin plus a evolutionary guidance ability, and you're able to charge up a fully powered Dragonite EX, right? So that's insane as well. The Unfair Stamp is just for consistency and a single disrupt card. The Bedew is actually really, really good because we are not able to TM Evo anymore, so we need a Pokemon that is able to attack going second. And Bedew, of course, is a very good stall Pokemon as well. You item lock your opponent while you evolutionary guidance and trade into setting up your bot state, right? So in the event you play against Dragapult, for example, if they were to item lock you, you're not really that stuck because you're able to item lock them as well while you use evolutionary guidance and Zoroark draws and your Crispins. And that's where you set up, and then all you need to do is just boss out a Dragapult and just knock him out. And always remember, a Dragapult plus a Dusknoir is not enough to kill a Dragonite, and hence why we do not include a Psyduck in this list. Now, Shaymin is still very essential because Zoroark is difficult, Terra Box is difficult. If they were to snipe your Dratinis and Torchics, or maybe even your Zoroarks, you're quite stuck. So hence why you want to include those in. Now, the Baby Moltres, of course, is for, there are a lot of grass decks going around right now from, Raging Bolt to Mega Venusaur to Arboliva, and maybe even Beedrill in the near future, right? So there's so many grass decks going around. A singular Moltres is great. You don't need Brave Bangle anymore because there's no Mongol Dangos. You can't even kill Arboliva as well. So nevertheless, Moltres is a very good single price attacker, not necessarily against grass decks to hit for weakness as well. It's also good to punch, for example, your Mega Lucario, because you're unable to one-shot Mega Lucario in this list because Mega Dragonite only does 330, so you can't one-shot a Mega Lucario, or maybe several other Mega Pokemons as well. So the Moltres is great as a single price puncher. But on top of that, I've also included a single Black Belts training, and that will enable Mega Dragonite to one-shot your Mega Lucario as well. And of course, with Tatsugiri being one of your engines in this deck, it's quite easy to search out for Black Belts training as well. So the list is rather consistent. Unfortunately, one of the biggest downside is the fact that the 70 HP Dratini is rotating, and hence why we're actually playing 4 Pokepets to 3 Buddy Buddy Puffin instead of the other way around, because you're unable to Buddy Buddy Puffin a Dratini. So that may be a problem. You're also unable to Buddy Buddy Puffin a Shaymin, and Artisan has rotated. So that's the reason why we need a heavy count of Pokepets in here. But nevertheless, of course, being able to Buddy Puffin for a Bedew, an Enzora, and of course your Torchics is absolutely insane. And that's basically the synergy and the dynamics in this deck. So let's just see a couple of games and see how it goes. Based on a couple of games testing this deck, I may lean towards this deck more so than my earlier post-rotation list. In any event, both of the lists are on my Metafy page, so you can test both out and see which one you prefer. So we are back in the case where we want to go second. Oh, and then now we're going first. When I play Terra Box, we always, our opponents always choose for us to go second, but it's okay. Pretty stuck. But all we need is an energy card, to be honest, and so we can pivot out into a Tatsugiri or maybe a Bedew. And it appears that it's actually, we're actually lucky that we are going first in this instance. Naturally, it's pretty easy to draw into an energy card. I am playing 9 energy cards, which is, I think is pretty high. It's tough. Don't really have anything here. I think I'll do this first. I'll maybe keep the Pokepet for a Dragonair, just in case we draw into an energy card or a Crispin, something of that sort. So let's say, for example, we were to draw into a Crispin, right? If somehow we're that lucky, or maybe even a simple energy card. So what we'll do is probably evolve to a Dragonair, hand attach an energy card, and search for a Zoroark. Obviously, it would be ideal to pivot out the Zoroark for Tatsugiri. Oh, naturally, in this case, you know what? I might go for a Candy into Mega Dragonite EX and pivot out the Tatsugiri and attract some customers. One of the things that I didn't mention in my introduction clip is the upside of Baby Blaziken, apart from sniping, of course, is you finally have an answer to the Crustle matchup. In all my previous lists, of course, we only played Greninja, the big Blaziken, and Dragonite EX, and maybe even a Moltres or a Clefairy or a Leafeon EX. None of them answers the Crustle matchup. So in this case, we do have an answer, right? So I'm just going to Rack Handy into a Mega Dragonite EX, pivot out to a Tatsugiri. I do think we have some time as well, because as you can see, they have not really set up anything yet. Lilies, not good, not good. If I do draw into an energy card the following turn, I might want to attach it to the Torchic, because the following turn we can then just candy into a Blaziken and hopefully get Crispin, right? And they are probably getting their own Crispin right now, yep, as you can see, and they're probably going to Ascension into a Crustle. So this is probably Tatsugiri's final turn alive, which is actually quite fine, because if he were to be knocked out, I can search for a Serendipity. But I really do need an energy card at the soonest here. In fact, I may, Fly Transport. Is it Fly Transport? I may Fly Transport, Sky Transport out the Zoroark and just, feed him. As opposed to letting the Tatsugiri die. I don't really need the Zoroark in this matchup, I think. I do have sufficient numbers of draws. I don't think they're playing Unfair Stamp either. They're probably playing Hero Escape, so I'm not too affected by the Disrupt. So I don't really need Zoroark to be alive. So yeah, so I think in this case, it's pretty good to probably push up the Zoroark and let him die here. But I'm also thinking who to snipe, actually, if we were to be able to snipe the following turn, right? Do we want to aim? Oh, it's not too shabby. I think I'm going to keep the Candy Blaziken just for now. Because I do not want to reveal... I probably should have benched the Fez there. But yeah, I don't really want to reveal... Oh, we got back the Fez. I don't want to reveal too much in terms of our board state, right? Pretty rough, I would say. Do we want to get double torching instead of a Dragonair? Do we want another Dragonair? I'm not too sure as well. I think what we have to do is probably search out how many Combuscons and Candies we have. We do have quite a number. We only have one Fire Energy, look, so it's quite tough. We probably have to try and knock out one of the bench Pokemons now. Yeah, I might aim for a... No, I'm just going to aim double Torchic. I don't think I need the Dragonair just yet. I am going to Pokepad a Combusken. I'm just going to preserve my rare candy just for now. Ascension. It's rough. I think there will be a couple of turns where I'm not really going to do much. I'm just going to probably tank up some damage. But the lack of, pricing 2 Fire Energy cards here is insane. I actually think initially that taking 3 Fire Energy cards is actually an overkill. Another oversight I had is, actually, I didn't really need the Zoroark in this matchup because his weakness to Crossbow, right? So he's getting two-shotted. But in any event, I think they can take a 3-price lead. I still think we're in a decent scenario here. He's probably going to aim Zoroark right about now. Oh, it's going for the Combusken, which is absolutely fine. So I think what I'll do here is, because I can't seem to get a single energy card. I do think I need... But I'm also unable to Crispin. That's the problem, right? Because I can't Crispin. And... Because if I were to Crispin, I can't boss to kill the Monkey Dory or whoever. So that's going to be a bit tricky. But yeah, so I think maybe I just probably set up a Blaziken, just tank up some turns. And then I gust out the Monkey Dory or the baby Dweeble or whatever his name is to take some prizes. There are 2 Fire Energy cards out of the 6 prizes we have. All we need is 1. We might whiff it, but let's just see. I think it's a pretty difficult. I think it's actually pretty easy if we didn't prize a Fire Energy card, right? Because we can actually search out Crispins pretty easily. But in any event, let's just see. I'm definitely benching the Fast here. We did get a good draw with the Combusken. I'm just gonna Fez into a Tatsugiri as well. A Lilies is not too shabby either. I do think I'm gonna Hilda instead for a Blaziken and a Fire Energy card. And I'm just gonna Zoroark away one of the energy cards as well. And we do get the Crispin here. I'm just gonna Candy into a Blaziken. Search our Fire Energy card. attach the Fire Energy card as well. And I do think I can afford to let the Tatsugiri die, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just gonna let Tatsugiri die. Following turn, I'm just gonna boss. I'll probably boss a Dwebble actually. I don't really bother about a Munkidori. Only because, oh, maybe I should. Oh no, maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, maybe I should cast the Munkidori right now. And that's only because he has attached an energy card there. But in most instances, I'm not really going to leave any damage counters on the board, so I don't really, need to care too much about Munkidori. But nevertheless, I'm probably going to leave the Combusken there as a bait as well. I'm not going to evolve into a baby Blaziken yet, because then I'm just going to put them on guard in terms of who I'm playing. Oh, and they discarded the Cornerstone Ogre-Pawn. I'm pretty sure they will take back the Cornerstone Ogre-Pawn once they see the baby Blaziken. And yeah, there goes the Hero's Cape. And this is also where I actually need to aim the Munkidori right now. And this is a bit difficult now, actually, to be honest, because I'm pretty sure the Munkidori will survive this turn. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have another Munkidori attached. Even if I were to gust out this Munkidori, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna trade as well. Don't really need Dragonair as well. I'll just do this first, just to see what's in my deck. Can take another Blaziken. I think I'll Night Stretcher one Toxic for now. But also, if we do not get the Fire Energy here, it's really difficult actually. But if we do, we're just gonna knock out 2 Munkidoris, right? Please! Oh my goodness. Yeah. So we're just probably gonna have to, go for another boss. Which is tough. Or maybe not. So we're just gonna keep aiming Munkidoris as well anyway. And if we fail to do so, that's our 2 bosses down the drain. And I'm probably gonna rely on Combusken to take some prizes. Can the Dragonair have an attack as well? I don't think he can. But yeah, we probably have to rely on Combusken to take some prizes, then get 2 hits and hits for 160. Of course, not ideal, but we don't really have much of a choice because we prize 2 of our Fire Energy cards, so that's a bit tricky. But let's just see. I'm thinking maybe we can use the Pheasantipity to snipe as well. Or maybe I should have done that earlier actually. Yeah, that was a mistake. I probably should have... Oh shit. I probably should have... Oh, there's so many cards, man. I think Crispin as well. That's rough. That's very rough. But yeah, I probably should have... But the fact that he's using Zoroark as well is maybe because... It's odd. He should be pivoting here, actually. I mean, and if he doesn't, then that's a bit odd, but... Is he going to Ascension one more time? Maybe? I was getting another Munkidori out. So, yeah, maybe we don't really want to... Oh, he's letting the Dwebble die. So that's a free prize for us, and we can preserve our boss. So that's good. And oh yeah, I think I'm just gonna candy into the Blaziken first. Just retreat, hard retreat, right? I think things are going not too bad at the moment. Yeah, and I'll probably Seeding Spirit the Fez. I think we ready up the Fez. So we knock this guy out. I think he's misplaying a little bit. But I do think we are somewhat Oh my goodness. So we can still go for one more boss, and if we whiff again, then it's going to be tricky. But I think even now it's not too bad. But we can use Heat Blast actually. Yeah, we can use Heat Blast, but let's just focus on the Monkey Dories first. Oh, that's quite a number of Monkey Dories right there. Oh, it's quite a number of yeah, it's pretty tricky right now, but I think and you know, if this Blaziken dies, then it's over as well, because we've already used up one stretcher. We can't take back another Torchic as well. But yeah, so I think there are 2 out of 4 fire energies there. I just need 1, and hopefully that's hopefully we get it right. Just going to Zoroark away to Dragonite as well. We do get the unfast time, which is nice. Yeah, so we do need that one last fire energy card. And if we don't get it, then we are in a very difficult scenario actually. So we're just gonna boss out for a Monkey Dory. We need that last fire energy card, the last one of the 2 fire energy cards. Out of 4 prizes, we have a 50% chance. Please. Right, we got it finally. So what's the plan here actually? So because Baby Blaziken is gonna die, I actually think we lose the game here. Because I'm gonna snipe him and 1 Monkey Dory, but he's unable to kill me with. He's gonna need to double monkey me as well. So Baby Blaziken might be alive. There's 3 Darkness Energy cards in the discard pile as well. If I kill 1 Monkey Dory here and he doesn't get a Crispin, he can't return kill my active Blaziken, and that essentially means he's dead. I think, right? I'm not too sure, to be honest. But I'm definitely killing the Monkey Dory with the Darkness Energy card, right? In the following turn, if he doesn't get a Crispin into a double Monkey Dory, then my baby Blaziken actually survives, and then I'm able to take another 2 prize turn. So I'm just gonna snipe this Crustle plus the Monkey Dory. Oh, he's not even attacking. It's a bit odd, unless he thinks that I play a Monkey Dory as well. Maybe, not too sure. I don't necessarily think we need to trade. I mean, obviously, he's not really playing that optimally, right? Do I charge up all my energy cards here? I think I do, because I think if I kill the Monkey Dory with the Darkness Energy card, it's not... I don't think he'll be able to return kill on me. But that's just what I think. Let's just try and play a little optimally here. Do we even want to Crispin? I don't think so. We need to. So unless he gets a Crispin and a Monkey Dory, this game should be in the bag. Only because he can only do up to 150 now on my Baby Blaziken. But if not, then I think he's pretty much cooked. Yeah, sure, Muddy's Conviction. He can't really use Crispin now. If he has an E-switch, then that might be a problem as well. Because if this Baby Blaziken gets knocked out, can a Moltres kill him? Moltres does 40, that's 280. Nah, Moltres can't kill him as well. Oh wait, hold up. If he heals up to 210, then a Moltres kills him, yeah. But I don't have a Moltres at the moment. Yeah, he's pretty much cooked. If he retreats... No, yeah, I think... Oh, there goes the E-switch. But what? Yeah, I think either way he's cooked. He's just cooked. So the Baby Blaziken comes in clutch. Now in this scenario, if this was a Greninja EX instead, we would have lost the game, right? So Baby Blaziken coming in clutch. But like I said, The main usage of Baby Blaziken, of course, is just to, you know, provide some versatility to Mega Dragonite EX. Obviously, if you were to play the straightforward Mega Dragonite EX with that Electric Eel, I think they do play like a, you know, Baby Rayquaza and maybe like a Baby Zoroark as well for some versatility. But I do think the Baby Blaziken, of course, is better because there are quite a number of Stage 1 decks going around. You know, like your Hops deck, your, you know, like Crustle, and maybe even decks like, you know, your Honchkrow, and maybe Typhlosion might make a comeback as well, Festival Lead. So hence, I actually think the Baby Blaziken is really clutch. Now I was thinking maybe we can even start with the Fez in front actually, because we're going to keep the Dratini alive. Especially since we're going second. Oh, Okie dokie. Yeah, the good thing about Okie dokie here is I'm gonna knock him out regardless of, yeah, he's gonna triple, he needs to triple shot me. But yeah. Yeah, let's try and take this. We're gonna get you out. Probably Hilda into you and you. Yep. Let's just do this for now. I think this Dratini is obviously, he should be dead. Yeah, benching the Faz, of course, is not ideal at all, because the Okie dokie is just going to be raping me apart, right? 230. Right. Do I push the drag? If I can somehow get a Crispin here. But let's not be too rash, right? Let's maybe rely on a Blaziken a little bit. Just gonna... Yeah, I don't have to push the Dratini now. If I can get a Crispin, nah. Hilda into a Fire Energy card. No, we don't have it as well. So I'll probably search for a Zoroark first. If I use my Ultra Balls now, then I can't discard... Now I'm going to preserve the Ultra Balls actually, because I need it to discard my NG cards when I Lilies. So this is the plan, right? Hopefully I draw back into an energy card and an Ultra Ball, so I can discard them. Which I don't. Unfair Stamp's not really that good here as well. Please! Okay. We got it. We got it. I mean, we don't have it, but... we're able to do some damage, at least. And I'm pretty sure he's stuck. So yeah, so in this matchup, Unfair Stamp, pretty good. Fortunately, we don't have the Dragonite. If we had a Crispin there, we could have ended the game. But let's say if they get a Lilies and they get to draw into something else as well, I don't think so they can do much here, to be honest. I think that cooked. We got game here, actually. Yeah, we you know, as you can see, we were able to Faz, Dragonite, and Zoroark in the same turn, which is absolutely sick, right? So we got a pretty, I would say, pretty decent hand. I'm not sure if I'm gonna search for a Badoo here. We're going against Team Rocket, so that's tough because they're hitting Dragonite. I mean, they have, I'm pretty sure they have Clefairy here, so that's gonna be tough on Dragonite. But I do think nevertheless, I think it's okay. And they're gonna search out for their, yeah. Team Rocket's deck is actually pretty strong. But so I'm thinking, what do I do? Do I search out for a Badoo or a Dratini? I think I'll search out for a Dratini only because if I get a Buddy Puffin, then I'm able to search for a Badoo. I'm also thinking if I want to bench the Shaymin just to feed. Just in case I can't draw into a good basic Pokemon, right? But But yeah, I think I'm definitely benching the Dratini. Zoroark might be a questionable bencher here in this matchup because the Spidops is just gonna hit me for a decent amount of damage. Different build. They're playing the Golbat, or whatever it is. Yeah, I think I can discard the energy card here as well, right? So let's just be a little bit braver here. We're gonna search for Dratini, and no, we didn't get the. We did not have a Badoo here. Let's get our Tatsugiri at least. Lilies, hopefully into something good. We definitely need an energy card, and we do get it. We're gonna feed the Tatsugiri. I think I bench Zoroark. Lilies is pretty nice to use now, but I do think I'm going to send out Blaziken to punch him here, actually, to be honest. I'm just going to punch. Maybe even use a Moltres to punch. But no, maybe a Blaziken, and then we snipe for 3 prizes. And we'll see how we can go from there. The good thing about this is they have maxed out their bench with quite a number of weird Pokemons. They can't really accelerate that many NGs because they only have 2 Spidops on the bench. So that's pretty okay. It does look like Mewtwo's unable to attack this turn, I think. Unless they get the Team Rocket's energy card. But yeah. So we're in a good scenario here. We're in a good position. We can do this. We can Crispin. Fire energy card, lightning energy card. Let's put this in our hand for now. Touch it here. Get another touching out? Yeah. Now the thing is, I need to Ultra Ball something, and before I Lilies, right? Maybe you and you. Yeah, we're gonna need another energy card here, to be honest. We do not have that many in the deck. Wait, have I used a supporter card? Oh, I used Crispin. Ah, what am I doing, man? What am I doing? So let's attract some customers. Boss is not too shabby here. Don't have Zoroark. So I shouldn't have discarded the Fire Energy card, and I would have been able to punch with Blaziken. But I think that's okay. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think the plan now is, of course, to... Yeah, I mean, he can do whatever he wants. Is he knocking out a Dragonair? Probably is, right? What does this do? Poison me? But the unfortunate thing here, of course, is I can't knock out the Team Rocket's Mewtwo just yet. Because if I have to boss and I can't Crispin, unless I do get an energy card here. Yeah, I need an energy card. I need an energy card. Oh, he might retreat. Yeah, I think he did that on purpose. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Energy card? Nah, I didn't get it. Benching one more is always nice. Search. Just get the Blaziken out. I have to evolve into you, right? Let's just send out a Tatsu first. Hopefully we can get a boss or something, right? They don't really play fast, so I don't think it's an issue if we do not. If we were to knock them out now, right? So say for instance they knock out Blaziken, we can actually knock them out back with a Dragonite. So I think that's okay. Now if they don't knock us out, we can boss Mewtwo, knock him out, or we have the option to, you know, just... I actually think, you know what, if they don't knock us out this turn, and if they don't evolve to another Spidops, I actually think the optimal choice here is not to boss and kill Rocket's Mewtwo. But to boss and... Oh no, okay, right, they got it. So it's fine. But it may still be ideal to knock out a Spidops, actually, to be honest, instead of Mewtwo, right? So I think that's what we are going to do. Yeah, clearly the Dragonite is not dying this turn. So what we're going to do here is, of course, unless they can kill the Blaziken. Well, even if they kill the Blaziken, we still can sort of snipe here, right? But yeah, they're setting up the Mewtwo. Don't think that's an issue at all. Can charge up however much energy he wants to charge. I'm just going to gust that Spidops out. Oh, alright, we saw that coming. Again, this is fine, I think. Yeah, we got the Blaziken. We can't snipe now. That's an issue. But we can still search out the Tatsugiri and... yeah, if we can get a boss, then, you know, things are still pretty much settled here, to be honest. Because we do have a Lightning Energy card, yeah. But obviously, yeah, we need the boss. We need the boss. I'm probably going to gold bet here as here, but which is, you know, it's totally fine. Is that a gold bet? Yeah, the 2 damage count is negligible. I mean, because they're only doing 280 anyway, right? So, oh. Okay, now this is pretty funky. Pretty funky. Oh. Now, in this scenario, I think we don't necessarily want to... Nah, I think we do this. We're gonna save up now. Ah, that was close. We almost got the candy into Baby Blaziken, but it's fine. We can still do it the following turn though. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do this. I think as for now, Dragonite, you can just relax there for a bit. Just gonna knock out the Spidops, and the following turn we're probably gonna snipe. Not really playing optimally, but I think the deck's still pretty good. If he gusses me out here, obviously I think they've only used 1 Giovanni's, right? Yeah, if they were to gust out my Blaziken, yeah, knock me out with another Spidops, that's fine. In which case I'll just snipe for 2 and I'll finish off the Rocket's Mewtwo Dragonite later on. So things are looking pretty okay. Color's Tenacity? What? Oh yeah, they want to search out for the Team Rocket's energy card and the factory. It's not too bad actually if it's a supporter card to be playing. Okay. So you know what? Do you know what? I think in this scenario, I think it may be ideal to actually, in fact, boss out the Mewtwo, man. I think it might be ideal to boss out Mewtwo. Unless he's coming out himself. He is coming out himself. So I'm just going to Dragonite his arse to oblivion. And yeah, I think in terms of price exchange, I think we are... Wait, what? This boy didn't even kill me, man. Didn't even kill me. Yeah, we're gonna take a water energy card. We got 2, yeah. I'd say he's pretty cooked. Man, I just love the Tatsu combo, man. We're just gonna boss him later on. And then what we're gonna do is now we're just gonna ability up into the active spot. Double Blaziken. So unless it kills my Dragonite here, I'm just gonna Blaziken for a couple of prizes, right? And I think quite clearly the only way he kills me here is if he relies on a Clefairy, in which case the Blaziken's absolutely gonna knock him out, right? I do have a stretcher here, so things should be okay in terms of energy count wise. Of course, unless they were to disrupt me. But yeah, I do think I'm in a decent position. If they were to come up with a Golbat, Crobat, it's still not enough. Yeah, if they were to gust out my Blaziken and knock me out as well, that wouldn't be enough. So I think we do have game here clearly, easily. If a Clefairy comes out, Blaziken's gonna knock him out. If they're just gonna use single prizes to knock me out, Baby Blaziken's gonna knock them out as well. And I think one of the upside and the benefit to the Baby Blaziken that we have not been mentioning in my introductory video and even in the Crustle matchup is the fact that although he's only doing 120 and we're not playing Victini and stuff, but of course in matchups like Team Rockets, he's actually hitting Spider-Ups for weakness. And chances are most of the time they do play, the Mimikyus on the bench, the Articunos on the bench. So more often than not, you're going to be taking 2 prizes anyway. So you're going to take 2 prizes that way. You're going to take another 2 prizes on the Team Rockets Mewtwo via Dragonite. And if they were to use a Clefairy to come out, then... Oh, wait, what? And if they were to use a Lily's Clefairy to kill the Dragonite, then that's just where the big Blaziken EX comes in just to one-shot them, right? So I think price exchange-wise, we have things, in a pretty good situation here. What does this guy do? Put it in your hand? What? It's pretty sick. So he's just disappearing, man. Maybe I can play Golbat with from your hands. The Grand Tree is not going to be good here. So I'm assuming he's going to swing me with Crobat, maybe. I think either way, they're pretty much cooked. Yeah, I think they're just going to hit me and just pivot into the hand. And I'm just going to Baby Blaziken here. They have used a supporter card, so they can't Archer me, unless they play Unfair Stem, of course. Then it's a bit tough. But even if they do play Unfair Stem, we kind of have the Tatsugiri to pivot and repivot, right? So we got game. Baby Blaziken, here we go. Again, the key thing I think to me when you build a Dragonite deck, of course, is to increase somewhat, to a certain extent, his versatility, right? Because Dragonite is just, so, linear in terms of, just 330 and 330 and 330 and 330, right? So I think sniping is a good option. Of course, a single price Pokemon that hits for a big amount of damage like Zapdos or Zoroark is also not too bad. Or maybe the Baby Rayquaza. But I like sniping.